Well, hello. It's about 10 to 1 in the morning. What's technically now Monday. So it's a bank holiday. Yay! Not really, because I fly out on Tuesday, so technically tomorrow, although I don't count today as Monday until I wake up. Does that make any sense? Okay, right, I'll explain that, right? So to me, although it's a Monday after midnight, until I actually wake up, it's not a Monday. It's my rule, right? Drives the wife crazy. But Tuesday I fly out to Rotterdam to do 12 hours of mudbox training, intensive training, split over 2 days. That's a lot. You know, everybody I've spoke to, they've never heard anybody do that much intensive training in such a short length of time. It's a tall order. I spent a long time trying to come up with, basically, I've got to make sure this 12 hours is rock solid, amazing stuff, because day one, yeah, there's a few learners on day one, but day two is guys who've been in the industry, so it's got to be stuff that they can use immediately, and stuff that you can actually see that they've spent. You know, spend about €200 a head, so they've got to get the money's worth, you know. And the way I was hoping it was going to be Utrecht again, because I finally found my way around Utrecht last time. I'd say I left and knew the place quite well after getting lost quite a few times. But it's in Rotterdam, so it's a whole new place to get lost in. I'll take this and I'll do a couple of videos and stuff, you know, like I did last time. It might not be as exciting because I can't really, there's nobody else there with the 3D artists, apart from the people I'm teaching, you know, that are there apart from me, just me, right? Might do a little thing with Dupe, who is organising it, I don't know yet. There are plans, hopefully, fingers crossed, in fact 2 fingers crossed like that, to record it, all 12 hours, and then it'll be edited down and some proper stuff, you know. I'm just not going to show you the screen, you know, but I'll also edit in the proper videos and release it as a DVD set. I'm also planning on another DVD release as well, but I'm not saying it at the moment because that might fall through, we're not sure yet. Or one might replace the other, you know, it depends how it goes, because I'm not the person doing the recording, so I have no control of the quality. If the quality is not high enough, then obviously can't put it out. Simple as that, you know. And I don't really want to put stuff out that I'm later going to put out on a DVD, you know what I mean? That would be bad. Because yes, I do like to make some money occasionally. You know, a lot of people, you know, seem to think that I'm allergic to it. I'm not. I like money just as much as the next man. So it's been a heavy few weeks. I've also, as well as that, been a glutton for punishment. I've been working on 3 different plugins, split over 32-bit and 64-bit versions, so effectively 6 bits of source code at the same time. I thought I had that all licked really last night, and I was quite pleased with myself, and then I realised that I knew one of them wasn't going to be ready because it's a long-term project. I want to be giving people a secret sneak preview at Rotterdam, and I might do another one video if I haven't went public on it by then. Another one is, you know, it's something I mess around with, but I'm also working on the point update for Mudwalker. So it'll be 0.1 and 0.5, whatever the hell I feel like calling it. It's probably more 0.5 actually, because it's going to add a few different things. Now it'll be a lot easier to use. In fact, it wasn't possible before to use anything but default path, installation path for CMYA, right? So if your company installed it to D/GFX/ load of shite / Maya, right, it wouldn't recognise it because it had to have that path. Now it's very easy to change the path and even add some custom paths for applications that I haven't included. Now obviously the caveat with that is that if you try to add something that doesn't work, don't come screaming at me, go screaming at the people who make the application, because obviously there's some applications that unless you have the cooperation of the dev team, you can't add effectively, right? So any problems you encounter, that's something you deal with, you know. It gets people off my back, to be honest. When are you going to support so-and-so, when are you going to support Blender, when are you going to support, you know, this, when are you going to support Cinema 4D. See, Cinema 4D is added, by the way. I haven't properly tested it, so that in the help files will be, look, this is a, it's a possible, you know what I mean. We'll see how it works. I've also done a load of fixes for the Maya and 3D Max pipelines. because some people having issues. I think what the cause there was a lot of people downloaded Mudwater as soon as it came out and then waited about 2 weeks until Mudbox 2010 came out. Now by then I'd already re-uploaded it as a point, as a sort of a point 0.01 sort of thing to fix a couple of things I'd seen, but they never like took any notice of that, you know, and just they kept using. Then they come back and say, "Ah, this doesn't work." Well, yeah, that's because you need to re-download it again. This time I won't be going as low key with it. I'll be making, you know, a nice big announcement that it is a point release. You will need to re-download it. I'm also adding the import and export of a few new file formats that might come in useful. I might not. I might, you know, we'll see how it goes. For this release, the import, and it'll be fairly limited, to be honest, at this moment in time. It's basically more proof of concept. If this proves to be useful to people, then I'll expand on it in the next point release. This could well be the last big point release before any service packs or next versions of Mudbox, because I'm taking the SDK to its limits. There's a lot of stuff I can't do because it's not in the SDK. It's not exposed yet, so we've got to see. All the stains will show up on this t-shirt. Been knocking around it all day, sort of packing cases and stuff. So yes, so that's what I've been sorting out as well, and it has been bloody difficult trying to juggle all those balls in the air. And then also my dad's just, you know, been in hospital for operation. He got out yesterday, so that really throws everything up in the air then, because you don't know where the hell you're at. Not perfect. And then Kane goes back to school, is it next week? The week after? I think it's the 7th, I think it is. When's that? Week after next, I think. But yeah, so then we'll get him back to school. Yes! Parents all over the country will be doing that with their kids going back. But yeah, it's been a strange old week. I've started doing more model schemes. You know, I had a big dry patch, but also it was with rest. You know, I needed a rest. I'd spent nearly 2 years doing, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 models a bloody night, and you can't keep that up forever. And eventually that was it. I needed downtime. So I've had a few months now, really. I've done occasional ones, but I haven't done it bang, 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 bang like I used to. And I've also had a bit of a change of style. Now, you've no doubt, if you're watching this, the chances are you've seen time-lapse on mine, or tutorials at one point or another. I've had a total change in the way I work now. Everything's different. This is a lot more towards the traditional sculpting way. Came with a workflow that I like much better now. The Cintiq's bedded in lovely, and I'm used to it now. Now the only thing I'm worried about Rotterdamn is I'm not taking mine. I could have done, but like they've basically said, well look, we've got 16 22-inch ones here, and I thought, well, you know, I'd be a mug to say no really, wouldn't I? But I know the tracking is a bit more dodgy, so I'm hoping it's not going to throw me off too much. But yes, I'm going to have to go over here and have a quick look and see what the time is. Because the only way, I've said before, this way, right, I've got the screen flipped this way, right, towards me so I can see, right, make sure I'm framed correctly. But it doesn't show the time unless you turn it around this way. Which says, how long? I can't bloody see. 8 minutes, so we've got a couple of minutes now, I'm going to have to go part 2. So yeah, been a long night. I've got the stage now where I've got like a playlist of tunes, right? There's 2 playlists. The playlist where I'm just like messing around and just doing net stuff and whatever. And then there's another playlist where it's the work one. And that's all electronic music and sort of 80s heavy metal stuff that's positive, you know. And actually, it does make a difference, I found. You know, it helps me concentrate. God knows what it looks like. I see, you know, I'm actually, you know, wondering about a few things about when I do things live. But I'll cover that maybe in part 2. I'll go to part 2 now because we'll be about running out of time. Right, see you in part 2. Bye, bye, bye.